Welcome to Smart Stock Watch, your go-to channel for in-depth financial analysis. Today is December 5th, 2024, and we're diving into the third quarter earnings report of Science Applications International Corporation, or SAIC. Joining us is John, senior analyst from Smart Stock Watch. John, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. SAIC is a key player in the technology integration space, particularly in defense, space, and intelligence markets. Their latest earnings report provides some interesting insights into their performance and strategic direction.
Revenue and profitability overview. Let's start with the top line. SAIC reported revenues of $1.98 billion for the third quarter, marking a 4.3% growth. John, what are the key drivers behind this revenue increase?
The revenue growth is primarily driven by the ramp-up in volume on existing and new contracts, despite some contract completions. This indicates that SAIC is effectively expanding its business operations and capitalizing on new opportunities.
And how about profitability? The net income stands at $106 million with an adjusted EPS of $2.61. How does this compare to expectations?
SAIC's adjusted EPS of $2.61 significantly beats the analysts' forecast of $2.17. This strong performance is attributed to improved operational efficiencies and a favorable resolution of the assault amphibious vehicle contract termination.
Cash flow and capital deployment. Moving on to cash flow. SAIC reported operating cash flows of $143 million. However, free cash flow was only $9 million. Can you explain this discrepancy, John?
The significant drop in free cash flow is mainly due to the cash used from the Master Accounts Receivable Purchase Agreement. Despite this, SAIC's cash flow from operations remains robust, supporting their strategic initiatives.
Speaking of strategic initiatives, SAIC has authorized a $1.2 billion share repurchase program. What does this signal to investors?
This substantial share repurchase program, representing 20% of the market value, signals SAIC's confidence in its financial health and commitment to returning value to shareholders. It's a positive move that should bolster investor confidence.
Contract awards and backlog. Let's discuss SAIC's contract awards and backlog. They reported net bookings of $1.5 billion with a book-to-bill ratio of 0.7. How does this impact their future growth?
The book-to-bill ratio below 1 indicates that SAIC is booking fewer new contracts than it is delivering. However, their backlog remains strong at $22.4 billion, providing a solid foundation for future revenue streams.
What are some notable contracts that SAIC secured this quarter?
SAIC secured significant contracts, including a $229 million deal with the U.S. Department of Defense and a $118 million task order from the Department of Transportation. These contracts highlight SAIC's strong position in the government sector.
Future outlook and guidance. Looking ahead, SAIC has increased its revenue guidance for fiscal year 2025 and adjusted its EPS guidance to $8.65. What does this tell us about their future prospects?
SAIC's upward revision in guidance reflects their confidence in continued growth and profitability. Their strategic focus on digital transformation and leveraging emerging technologies positions them well for future success.
How does SAIC plan to achieve these ambitious targets?
SAIC is accelerating its business development efforts, expecting to exceed $25 billion in submissions this year. This proactive approach, combined with their strategic partnerships, should drive growth and enhance their competitive edge.
Key takeaways. In summary, SAIC has delivered a strong third quarter with impressive revenue growth and profitability. Their strategic initiatives and increased guidance suggest a promising outlook. John, any final thoughts?
SAIC's performance this quarter is commendable, and their strategic focus on digital transformation and government contracts positions them well for future growth. Investors should keep an eye on their execution of these strategies.
Thank you, John, for your insights, and thank you to our viewers for tuning in. If you found this analysis helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch. We'd love to hear your thoughts on SAIC's performance in the comments below.